And now what this does is simply I can shoot water, and when I hold control it shifts into a fire, but if I let go it goes back into water. Good day, my fellow hackers. Today I'm going to be using Cheat Engine on Cube World Alpha, and today I'm going to be creating a quite an interesting type of hack, type of feature that I believe you're gonna wanna use in the Cube world, because it's quite fun, but it's a bit wonky. I debated making this video, but I still made it because it works. Maybe someday I'll fix it, but it's quite a fun feature. Okay, so first of all, turn off the full screen. I changed it already, and you can just do this, extend it like this, open the Cheat Engine, 7.6 by the way, and now extend. Okay, let's connect it to the cube. Now it's from the previous video. I have made the cheat table, saved it. Okay, so start the game. I'm gonna use the same test that I used in previous video. If you watched it, I don't know why wouldn't you watch it. It's quite useful too. So anyways, it's already a mage, and with mages it's the most fun. So today's hack, I'm not gonna, you probably saw it in the preview. Today's hack is gonna be changing elements, or simply just changing skill element ish. I don't want to call this element, because you can change it in different types. For example, an archer, for example, it has I don't know what's called, maybe a hunter. Hunter is a sniper. So the hunter, I presume the hunter, and you for example you shoot, you shoot. The more shots you hit, the faster you shoot. And the second one, the sniper, is that a chance that your second ability, which is this, is gonna charge instantly. So you can just quickly shoot, charge your ability, then quickly switch into a sniper, charge your secondary ability instantly, and just shoot. It's quite combo, but the most fun is with a mage. So I like mage with a rings, because it's in the speed, the speed. So okay, and now we're gonna do this. So first of all, I'm gonna select it's a byte, and I know exact values, but it's just 0 and 1. The first ability is a 0, and the second ability is a 1. So, but don't start your scans with a 0 and 1. Are you crazy? Unknown initial value. First scan. Now I'm gonna change it. Learn. I'm gonna select change value. Next scan. Okay. I'm gonna change it. Learn. And changed. And now I'm gonna say it's unchanged, and it's about time I can make this and just say a 0. Yeah, still a bunch of zeros. And now in this, it's gonna be, I can just type 1 actually. So 1. But if you wouldn't know the values, you would do change the unchanged with unknown initial values. And it's still a 1. Learn. Still a 1. It's still 1. And if you, for example, have set up hotkeys, which I have for changed and unchanged, so we can do just unchanged, still unchanged, changed, unchanged, and of course you can just click, or just go into settings and the hotkeys and set up your hotkeys. It's a lot more simpler. So we found the value. This is it. If I were to change it to a fire, as you can see, it changes. If I were to lock this value and try to change into a water, as you can see, I can't switch. And now the funny thing is, it's a 1 byte. It has its, just attach the debugger. I right clicked, pressed find out what writes to this address, or F6, and that attached the debugger. So I'm gonna need just one. I'm sorry, I'm just doing that for speed. Yes. So okay, and this is gonna capture an action which changes from fire to water. This is gonna capture the action. As I said, right clicked and pressed find out what writes to this address, or F6. It's just gonna find an action. I'm gonna change it into water. As you can see, it found the action, the script that changes this value, you know. And now if I were to disable it, I wouldn't be able to, using this board, change into, you know, different element, and it would actually crash the game. So what I can do is just add to the code list, and now you can actually rename this part. I'm gonna rename this abil, for ability, stands for ability. Okay, it opens this. Okay, which is in advanced options. There's this script, and it should work. When I'm gonna right click, find out what address is this code writes to. If I right click this script action, it's gonna show me all the things that this script changes. And if I were to change my element, it's gonna find this value. It's just to just change it into a byte, you know. And it's just you know, it's to locate, because there's no other way. You can't pointer scan, you can't save the script, you can't do, well, you can save the script and make it to change, but this script only changes when you change the board. But you can change your element by just changing the value, as you can see right now. So yeah, this is a dilemma. And what I can do, so I can select, right click, of course, as I found it, right click, set the hotkeys. And the next time when you relaunch the game, you're gonna need to find this value again. But it's gonna be easier because you can go to advanced options, right click the script, find out what addresses this code writes to, and just easily find this value as I showed you. And in the hotkeys, I'm gonna create a hotkey. I wanted to set a value to, the key is gonna be, I don't know, not a cap lock, no, a control, for example, but it's gonna be a bit, and I wanted to change into a value 0, restore on release, apply. And now what this does is simply, I can shoot water, and when I hold control it shifts into a fire, but if I let go it goes back into water. If you want to, you know, do the toggle, you're gonna need to, you know, you can just say, I'm gonna disable this hotkey, create a hotkey. You're gonna need to do is set a value to, for example, 1, and make a hotkey. I'm just gonna now, what hotkeys could I do? This, apply, and another hotkey which is gonna be just a value to as what was that? What was that, 0? I don't know. Edit, apply. Okay, And if you want to toggle, you can just find the buttons that you don't care and just, you know, set it like this, and you can just shift it like this. But yeah, so yeah, you would need to play like this. So this would be the you know, you're gonna need to live like this. But I don't know. For me, for example, the changing the, you know, holding the control is quite it's not too bad for me. You know, you can, for example, your primary could be fire, and then you just quickly shift into water for a quick, you know, heal, and then go fire. And of course you can use this on any other characters, and you can in mid-air you can change your interesting. This is the thing I wanted to show. I'd say it's pretty cool, but you know, you could maybe use it if you can live with, you know, holding control or something, some other button when you toggle. So yeah, but when you turn off the game, you're gonna need to find this again. I actually can show this. I'm gonna do this. Cube world. I'm just quickly gonna show this, but yeah, you're gonna have to do it like this. And give me an extension. Come on. Come on. What? Okay. Okay. If I were to hook it to the cube. Yes, skip the current code list. Now it move. Okay. Now I know it looks like it's saved, but actually it did not. As you can see, it should have become a 0, but it did not. So what you would need to do is just, you know, delete this. Right click in advanced options, this code line, find out what this code writes to. Okay, delete you. And now just go into your skills, change it. You're gonna locate it right away. The value is all messed up. Just change the type into a byte, and here's your value, which you can set up. And as you can see, it changes as it should. You would just need to set up a hotkey again, and it would work. So yeah, that is all. Thanks for watching.